back, everyone.
I hate you for doing that again. And I mean again.
Because, as you can see from this clearly empty lobby, we've been in this exact room. We haven't gone past it yet.
Yeah, for only 3 minutes. Because our cat hit the recorder and fucked up attempt 1.
And I froze this, and I went down there and I got a titanium bolt.
Platinum.
Whatever. They are just giant bolts.
Yeah, but that's all you
Fuck.
missed. And I was talking about how I was watching some videos on the Legacy of Kain, one of my favorite video game series, and it has time travel involved with, there's one...
Time travel, having to do this again.
Great irony, yada yada yada. But there's a moment where, like, a few events keep going over and over again, and I'm thinking, where's another moment to where, like, multiple things are happening at once with the same thing? And technically, back in 2005, Doctor Who time, not our time, but in the Doctor Who universe in 2005, there are 3 Captain Jack Harknesses running around at the exact same
Oh my
time.
god.
What?
My friends.
Yep, there's the other thing for it. I am not making a thumbnail out of that one.
Why, huh? There's your thumbnail.
No! No. But, yeah. So, you have version 1 Jack, which is the youngest in this thing, in this telling, having his adventures with the Doctor. And then I'm going to slightly spoil Torchwood and Doctor Who here. If you haven't watched it, I'm sorry, but I need to say shit for this to make sense. At the end of Christopher Eccleston's only season, he ends up leaving Jack in the future on a space station. Now, Jack has his own version of time travel called a vortex manipulator. Well, he gets the space part of the time traveling correctly, the time traveling not so much. He ends up in the 1600s. And he was resurrected incorrectly, which means he can't die. Well, he does die and then almost immediately resurrects, depending on the injury. So he basically takes the long way around to get back to present day. And then when it comes to 2005, he hides so that he doesn't accidentally interact with his younger self. And then,
Good luck, Curtis.
Dear God. Now, he eventually ends up picking up the Doctor's hand after he gets sliced off, and then takes over Torchwood when that gets destroyed at the end of David Tennant's first season as the Doctor. And then you can watch David Tennant's the second season with David Tennant and Torchwood season 1 simultaneously, because the finale for Torchwood leads into the finale of David Tennant's second season as the Doctor with Martha Jones. And then you need to get to the third season of Torchwood, in which case you would get to meet Jack's brother. But because of instances in the season, he's an asshole who ends up traveling back to, like, I almost think like Mesopotamia times, or the times of the dinosaur, like really fucking far back, and buries Jack alive. And the problem for Jack with this is that,
He can't die.
well, he's gonna go through a cycle of death for thousands and thousands of years. Because that furry persistence, he chokes on the dirt, he dies, revives, and repeat, starting at the choking on the dirt.
I'm out of ammo.
Of everything?
Of the weapons.
You were fighting the little small ones. You could have just used... Oh wait, no, the Sheepinator's already gone. Fuck. Well, use something else, because you have nothing. mean, that works. Not what you were planning for, that works.
No, not the dynamo. Give me the banana.
Rocky, I swear to God, bud, I will throw you in the bathroom. And eventually, because he ended up having this ring that had this special lore on it that
Uh-oh.
Torch. I swear to fucking God, she's trying to fuck her. Lean over and grab me a pillow real quick. I need threatening ammo. Anyways, he eventually found by the very first version of Torchwood back in the 1600s, and the version of him that went through this shit the first time ended up working. They find him and they go, you're not supposed to be here. How the fuck did you get here? And he's like, older version, no time to talk. I need you to put me into cryosleep in this exact spot so I can wake back up where I need to be. And so, during his time trying to get back to his present, in 2005, you have one Captain Jack Harkins, having adventures with the Doctor, one Captain Jack hiding from that Jack, so he doesn't fuck up the timeline, and another Jack who is in cryosleep trying to get to his own present.
Okay.
There's also the couple times that Peter Capaldi's Doctor went through his own timeline.
What do you mean?
Peter Capaldi literally crossed his own timeline like twice.
Are we talking about like the time of the Doctor where the very first time we ever technically saw him as the Doctor? When he helped them put Gallifrey into the Pocket Universe?
No, I'm not talking about him crossing over with another Doctor. I'm talking about Peter Capaldi's Doctor crossing over with Peter Capaldi's Doctor. It's happened a couple episodes, I think.
Like what?
I know that there's this one instance where...
The Ghost in the Lake?
I think so. There was also one where... It might be that same episode. Where...
The town that's going to get hit with the flood from the dam?
He's at some place out in the public. Him and somebody, I think him and Clara,
Yeah.
get sent back in time, and he sees himself, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And she's like, "What's going on? What's wrong?"
No, that's the same thing because like the TARDIS wouldn't take them back to the lake.
Oops.
Actually, just go ahead and should be good. That was just for charging it. But no, same episode because the TARDIS didn't want them to leave that town, so it only took them a few hours back. And it was the casualties of the week, I want to call them.
We finished this place.
Alright, on to the next world. On to the ice world, which now means, oh fuck, I have extra work between episodes, depending on where we stop.
And after the ice world, I have to come back here to fix the hypno dynamo whatever fucker.
Really?
Uh-huh. For that one.
What's out in the ice fields with the crystals?
Well, no. You have two paths. One doesn't get opened until you do ice crystals. At least a little bit. Kind of like how you needed your ship repaired, so you did the sand crystals.
Yeah.
Well, this one has a path right over there by that fucker. And he says, "I can only move them."
Yeah.
And you can't go to Angela until you have the hypno time.
Great. Well, might as well see his fucking cutscene. No, because I don't fucking trust you.
Oh man.
It won't
You won't budge.
Violence is not the answer.
Can you move this rock, sir?
I am able.
And
Patience, young one. For the rock to move, the forces of the universe must align.
so, can we make these forces align a little faster?
Ah, yes. The holistic resonance of moonstones may yet guide these wayward forces.
I hate these guys. They don't get stunned.
How many do we need? Nine more. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised the rocket launcher hasn't leveled up yet. We do that so much.
Shield I've been using all the fucking time over there. Look at its progress.
None.
Even though I've had it on the entire time.
You gave me the last one. Let's just assume.
is right there.
I already ate it. His mom gave him like off-brand Oreos. Damn, these are actually good.
Right? Right? Owie. That's my bomb! Never mind. That was my bomb. Oh no! This is my chica. But no, not as in the Spanish word chica. And not as in the Five Nights at Freddy's chica.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say the big buggy. Yep. Big buggy equivalent from the desert.
Come back.
Can you hit the map real quick when you get a set?
That's where all the crystals are.
Yeah. I didn't have this thing when I did the sand version of this.
Oh, hey, look. Secret. This bolt.
More than likely.
He dead. He dead. Haha, his name's Steven. Steven! Meow.
I lost the energy. I don't want to talk about fucking lazy right now.
Why?
I don't know. I thought it.
Oh, this one's not coming
The
up.
fucking cat pissed me off.
You know what might make him come out of his cage? Little crystals.
He didn't like it. He took his meth.
Mine, man. It's not right, man.
A young boy.
I take it.
Five?
Took me into the city. And then I lost my ticket. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah.
So what have you done in the gaming community lately?
I have recently beaten the game.
And what was that?
I need another weapon. I need you. I have beaten Cyberpunk 2077. And now, I need the DLC. Do you? Yes, because it's actually not that bad again.
Fuck.
Uh-oh. Ow.
Just kill the fucking snake and then get out. Alright, you got your 10. Just go back to the guy. I'll take care of this later. I'll take the rest of it. Take care of the rest of it later.
I'm trying to do you a favor by getting these small ones.
No, just go. Just go. I'm going to die. I appreciate the sentiment, dude, but just go.
There we go. I think I got them all. Wait, there's one right there.
Just go. Go, you want to really
Fuck your house! Fuck your car! Fuck your sweepstakes! And fuck Montgomery!
Montgomery Dare?
Yes! You get it! I am gamer, hear me. Ah! Hear me, ah. I did it.
Yeah, hold on.
Yes?
There you go.
Did you need something?
No, just, I don't know what the fuck game would have done if you tried to go into the cutscene shit when you got a fucking crystal trying to come your way.
It would have still came towards me. Oh, I forgot about the bouncer. I can't use the bouncer.
There we go, though.
Also, no cutscene gave this triangle.
Oh.
Ow.
Yes. Your arrival with the Moonstones is most fortuitous, for it is in this very moment that I am able to move the rock.
Gee, what a coincidence.
Thank you, sir. That was most helpful.
Your gratitude is comforting.
Yeah.
I have also found a piece of something called a hypnomatic. You may have it in exchange for more Moonstones.
Wait, I thought you had no need for material possessions.
Please.
So I gotta
do
get the
not
rest of the
lay
crystals for the
burdens upon me
hypnomatic piece.
now. I
A certain
am
amount.
weary
Then
from
after that, it's money.
rock, and I must rest.
In fact, I love what he says.
You need 16 moonstones.
Yep.
So I just need 11 more.
And there's no more down here.
We'll go.
How do you get more? It's by going in the mine shaft. Shafting real hard.
What do you need?
Shafting real hard?
On the rail.
I couldn't remember if there was anything back there or not.
Meh.
Beep boop. Beep beep boop. So Legacy of K,
Yeah.
he has time travel?
I fuck you for engaging me in this.
You're
Yeah, it does.
welcome.
But it's by stating by the rules that it's like it's a fate. Like there is time travel,
Close loop.
but yeah, it's basically it's like on the system of like no free will, as in like if you go into the past and change something, it's because you were always going to go to the past and change it. But there is one rule around this is that when this weapon called the Soul Reaver,
No, then keep going.
interacts with itself in time, you can cause paradoxes or time shifts or whatever you want to call it. In which case, I fucking hate you because now the nerdy is in this coming back.
You're welcome.
Basically, I'll have to like slightly retell some stuff, but basically you get this character Raziel that gets introduced in Soul Reaver 1 and you play as this character through that game, and for the tale of the weapon
Shit. I'm on the fucking roll while
Yeah.
you're doing this. Keep nerding
and
out.
Soul Reaver 2. but he was a vampire, but was resurrected, and now he's a wraith. So instead of feeding on blood, he feeds on souls. And in Soul Reaver 1, he ends up almost getting killed by the character of the last main game, Cain, with the Soul Reaver. But before Cain is able to strike him down with it, it shatters. And as it was described, it was that you've now returned the blade to its original form, a wraith blade, as in a spirit blade, a blade of spirits. And it ends up becoming Raziel's symbiotic weapon. But that's the last of it you see in the game, besides the Wraith version on Raziel, until near the beginning of Soul Reaver 2, in which you find a broken version in a chapel to this character called William the Just. I will get to that later, because that is important. But the Wraith Blade ends up awakening, and it drains Raziel a bit to repair the blade. And it turns out that through all this, it had actually woken up the spirit of the blade, and now...
Oh, another hit.
Okay. But apparently that if Raziel overuses the blade now, it will attempt to, well, eat him. And technically, in this, what I'm going to call Timeline 1, because all other events need to have happened before Raziel ends up coming back. The story ends up making to where Raziel ends up coming back to the chapel, and he ends up given the Soul Reaver by Cain. It was like, if you truly have free will, you won't strike me down. And both the Wraith and the Soul Reaver are like trying to force Raziel to kill Cain, because timeline-wise, this is when Cain is supposed to die by Raziel's hand. Raziel ends up choosing not to, and spares him, causing Timeline 1's technical second time alteration. But there's a reason why I didn't specify the first. It's because we are going through a cycle here. But later down the line, Raziel meets an even younger version of the Soul Reaver. But he feels wary of it because he feels like a void coming from it. And it's not till later in the game, because you find out, like, the weapon was made by vampires. And it's, like, meant to, like, absorb the blood of its enemies and all that. It's not supposed to be a soul-sucking weapon. It's not till the end of the game when, after using it for quite a bit, and there are no more enemies for the Reaver to basically go through, is that Raziel ends up figuring out when it tries to attack him, he goes, "Oh shit, I'm the spirit in the blade." And it ends up impaling him, and he ends up absorbing the blade.
Look at that lag. See that lag?
Yeah.
You know why?
Actually, no.
It was that snake fuck. He fucked the snake.
Yeah. God. I take that back earlier. In this version of the time of events, Raziel does kill Cain. My bad. Okay, and so, this Soul Reaver that now has Raziel's soul in it is then taken by this time guy, which is not really important here, but he ends up taking it back to be the weapon of William the Just. Who then ends up fighting the Blood Omen 1's Cain. who is also wielding a slightly older version of the Soul Reaver. Kane ends up killing William, which was the first actual time alteration, because in the original timeline, William ends up growing up to become a vicious tyrant called the Nemesis. But thanks to the paradoxical powers of the Soul Reaver, William ends up dying, and the Time Guys people end up basically almost eviscerating the whole entire vampire population. Yeah, so Kane goes back to his present and goes, "Oh shit, I took out something evil and accidentally replaced it with something much, much worse." But anyways, William has ended up a martyr and put into the chapel with his broken Soul Reaver on top of his casket. Fast forward to Soul Reaver 2, in which case, I repeat, Raziel and the Wraithblade end up fixing the blade. And then we slightly fast forward to Raziel killing Kane. And then Time Guy ends up taking this back, taking that blade back in time to Blood Omen Kane. Jesus Christ.
My tummy no feel good now.
And then Kane ends up using that Soul Reaver to kill William. And he holds onto this blade for centuries until it is shattered, trying to strike down Raziel in Soul Reaver 1. And so, repeat everything I've talked about Raziel, because now the centuries-old Raziel spirit is the Wraithblade, which Raziel was basically wielding his own tortured soul as a weapon. Oh no. You have enough of the thing, just go back. Grab this one and then just go back. But, okay, so then yeah, you got all that shit. Once again, Soul Reaver 2, fixing the blade. And then, later down the line, this time, does not kill him. And then you fast forward to the, oh shit, I'm the spirit in the blade moment. In which case, with Kane actually here this time, he waits for the paradoxical moment where Raziel's soul is both in and outside of the blade, in the moment of it transferring into the blade. This awakens another paradoxical moment, in which some really, really bad shit starts going in line. But it's not until Defiance to where Raziel, throughout all of his, just fucking get the hypno thing.
You know, if I die, I keep the prisoners.
I know, but it's like,
It's not really matters if I die. I'm just trying to see how long I can go.
look at the time.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Just go. Just get back. I am not doing this right here. You go back to the guy.
I was gonna fucking die. Oh hey, why are you out? You're not supposed to be out, fucker. Ah! Mama, help me! I'm alive.
But anyways, Raziel ends up going through a journey in Defiance, and he ends up imbuing his Wraithblade with a bunch of different elements, and then eventually ends up purifying it. Because nobody's been able to actually see what the god of their world is, which is basically a big-ass fucking tentacle monster that wants to devour your soul. That is a good analogy.
All hail
But-
the mighty conch.
But lots of tentacles, lots of eyes. So kinda. But,
Giggity.
but basically, in the end of Defiance, he ends up tricking Kane into impaling him on the soulless Soul Reaver, so that way Kane can be purified. Just do the thing.
Why do you keep going?
What?
Why do you keep going?
Because you keep going.
And
Well, you do do the thing.
I'm saving for you to have for next time. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. But I love the line that Raziel says is that I am not your savior, not your. I might be fucking up the line, but it's close enough. I am not your savior. I am not your enemy. I am, as what I've always been, your right hand. And then allows himself to be absorbed into the blade, and then basically Kane sees the god, strikes it down. But it's like really fucking cool. Thank you for getting me back on the boat. I kind of like this.
You're welcome.
Sorry if I was a little bit of being a douche in the middle, guys. Just the cat fucking up the recording pissed me off. Put me in a bad mood. Anyways, I hope you guys at least enjoyed me going all nerdy. I probably won't next episode because I gotta play. Maybe you can talk about your experience with Cyberpunk while I play.
Or maybe I'll try to pull the nerdy back out again.
Not really. It's the only instances of this multi-time travel bullshit I can think of.
I can think of more.
Well, then you do that. But hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more Ratchet & Clank, we have done the first game. Want to see more of us working together on games?
Watch our live streams.
Watch Crash Bash. Watch us rage. Anyways, we will see you guys in the next one. Psycho's out.
You whack ass hoe.